specified that my ownership should be kept in the strictest confidence. It would appear that agreement has been broken.
A man has been killed, monsieur.
An agreement is an agreement.
My apologies for disturbing you, monsieur, but I'm afraid we must ask you.
So be it. The loss of a painting is nothing compared to the loss of a life. Ask away.
How did you come into possession of La Maledicción?
I purchased it at auction.
We have reason to believe that the theft was an inside job.
Oh, that is terrible. The staff at the gallery were so pleasant to deal with, but I trust this won't delay the insurance claim.
I'm sure matters will be sorted out soon. Did you know
Oh, purely on a professional basis. My restore...
Did you ever...
No, only via email. I rarely fly.
Very good.
Well,
Do you have receipts for the painting?
Of course.
These things take time to process.
What is there to process? I own the painting. I am the...
A statue. What connection do you have to Vera Security?
I've never heard of it.
There is...
Oh, you are beginning?
We are merely... We must...
I would leave the...
I'd rattled him. Of course.
I would do...
Your restorer.
Hobbs. I think... When do you expect...
It will not...
When?
Monsieur Medovsky?
Please excuse the interruption, sir.
What is it,
Hobbs is here.
Tell him I'm busy.
He mentioned the portfolio, sir.
For pity's sake, can he not just follow simple instructions? Please excuse...
Yeah, probably not what...
What a...
Very clever creep at that.
He just brushed off. We need something else to get under his skin. I could use Marquez as leverage.
Yeah, it's just one man's word against another.
So what else?
Let's take a look around. Maybe there's something here we can use against him.
Good idea, George. You search, I'll keep watch at the window.
Medovsky in Libya. What kind of guy hangs a...
The kind who will commit...
It was a Russian privatization. I wondered why Medovsky displayed it so proud. Medovsky had left the cabinet open. On the shelf I picked up... It read, Wilfred Hobbs. I made a note of the address. Then I put the card back where I'd found it. No point arousing Medovsky's suspicions. A Russian imperial egg. It looked rather plain. See a penny, pick it up. It was Hobbs. The note read, L-SERP drawings for you to check. Now we're cooking with gas. I wondered if the painting could be in the portfolio that Medovsky had taken. I suspected the medals weren't from the Moscow Debating Society. Everything was in Cyrillic, except for a number, 1869. It was a thank you note from a British politician. It seems our Medovsky has friends in low places.
It's like my boss said, the guy wants to be a player.
It was a beautifully inlaid cigarette box. The catch had snapped. By extreme was the perfect shape to flip open the broken catch. Romanovs. The same brand of cigarettes that were in the ashtray in Vera's Security. keys are...
Can you hear what they're saying?
Yes.
You should not have turned up here, Mr. Hobb. I made it clear I would deliver the package later today.
I wanted to make sure it got to me all right. I've got a lot of work to...
This is most inconvenient.
Medovsky's arguing with his visitor, Obbs, about the portfolio.
That portfolio... Russian knob? Medovsky had an extensive... The 7 Secrets of Leadership. I should have guessed. I didn't know that. If I'd been able to remember the layout of a US keyboard, ASD. I tried to remember ZX. I needed a keyboard for reference. That wouldn't have worked. Leather-bound. Nico?
Shh.
It was locked. I knew we should wait for... Medovsky had left the... It was locked. The study door's open now. Hear anything else interesting?
Hang on.
Listen, Hobbs, you are nervous.
Understood.
I do not like questions.
I noticed a couple of people arriving. Who were they?
They were from the insurance company.
Has the...
Hobbs is going... Whatever's in there is important.
I got Hobbs' address from his...
Okay, Josh.
I'm gonna check out the study.
Okay.
Wow, there must be millions of... The drawer was open. But inside... The desk was magnificent. The chair was those two little holes. I resisted the... The chair was filthy habit. These paintings would have... Medovsky had a truly impressive collection of paintings. Medovsky had a true... The painting reminded me... Medovsky had a true... Medovsky had a truly impressive collection. I should have guessed. Keyboard was Cyrillic. I should have guessed. Keyboard was Cyrillic. A secret drawer popped open. I knew that, at last, I was going to discover Medovsky's secrets. It certainly wasn't Medovsky's sock drawer. Hey, Nico! Come see this! I think we've struck gold.
Hang on, I'm coming.
Look, a letter from a guy called Gainin. His company, Wolfram, want to purchase La Maledizio.
Anything connecting Medovsky to Vera?
Well, let's see. Here we go.
Aha.
Hang on. Expenses for a Mr. Shear Waterloo Motor. These are from Paris. Madame La Pizza. Nico. Pizza.
Georges. I just...
Right. He'll never suspect we just ransacked his house for evidence.
Georges, the coin!
Damn, no time. Look cool, Nico. I'll handle this.
I apologize for the lengthy wait. As you can imagine, my time is at a premium.
That's fine, Mr. Medovsky.
And payment?
Very soon, monsieur. Very soon.
Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Nice collection of medals you have there, Mr. Medovsky.
I earned them serving my country.
Anywhere interesting?
Chechnya. Ever been there?
No, can't say I've had the pleasure. Is that a first edition of War and Peace?
Of course. Printed in 1869. And Tolstoy is the master.
Is that a picture of you with Colonel Gaddafi?
A deeply wonderful man.
Well, he certainly left quite an impression on Libya. So, what brought you into the art business, Mr. Medovsky?
Oh, an eye for great artists.
You must be upset at the theft of La Maledizio.
Yes, and disappointed that someone...
So this Hobbs guy...
No, we simply have a business arrangement. We've been through this already. Now please, if you're quite finished, I'm a busy man.
Thank you for your time, Monsieur Medovsky.
Well, no prizes for guessing where we go now.
Hobbs' place, right?
Got it in one. Medovsky's pretty shady, don't you think?
He bought our act, though. You make a pretty good insurance man, Georges.
Yeah, who'd have thought it?
By the time he realizes we're not assessing his claim, we'll have cracked the case and be toasting our success.
Here's hoping. Looks like rain.
Come on, let's get that cab. Taxi!
I think we just stepped off the London tourist.
I guess this Hobbs character doesn't like visitors.
Not the kind of place you'd expect to find a restorer of old masters.
Unless you didn't want to attract attention.
He's attracted ours. Let's see what Mr. Hobbs knows about La Malediccio.
And let's try and get a look inside that portfolio.
The door was locked. Looking through the window, I could see that there was nothing in the van. I decided... Slasha. I popped open the van's... The engine was held together by rust and dirt. Everything was covered in a sticky film. Half the wiring wasn't connected to any. It was the van's engine. It was one of two horns in the van. It didn't seem to be connected to anything else. It was one of two horns. It didn't seem to be connected to any... A loose wire. If I had some spare cable... A loose wire. If I had some... A bundle of short, severed wire. None of the wires were connected. A bundle of short, severed wire. It was the van's... It was the van battery. A loose wire. A loose wire. If I had some spare... A bundle of wires. Many of the wires. The large dumpster was full of garbage. Piles of junk. Mixed in were wires. George Stobart.
Ah, Monsieur Stobart.
Of course.
Good. You clearly know which side your cookie is buttered. Now, I require your
I see.
12 o'clock sharp.
Sure.
Any failure to comply, and I shall have you extraordinarily rendered.
And you. That was Nave. We're required back at the gallery tomorrow for a crime scene reconstruction.
Let me guess. Non-attendant?
You. I had too late. The engine bay. I connected the wire. A bundle of short. Not a sound. The horn. I decided... It was Hobbs's mailbox. There was a note hanging out. For a second, there was a light on up above, and I don't think Hobbs can hear us. A loose wire hung from the right. It was the van battery. A bundle of I used the wire. I decided, Dear Mr. Hobbs, due to previous incidents, we are writing to inform you that we will no longer be sending models to your address. It went on to discuss Hobbs's temper and other alleged infractions, some of which still carry the death sentence in certain less sophisticated cultures. Interesting. This could come in useful. The horn was... A bundle of wires. I connected the... The horn was... I snipped the... The wire was just... a loose wire. I connected the wire. Everything was wired up. I figured that should get Hobbs' attention.
All right, hold your bloomin' horses. What are you up to with my van?
Hello there. We fixed your horn.
So I hear. Now what are you doing in my yard?
Sorry to bother you again, Mr. Hobbs, but... Well,
He's not exactly the friendliest of characters.
that wouldn't work. There was definitely... I'd pounded... We were going to have to find... I'd pounded... We were... The mailbox would... That... Nico?
What's up?
So, Hob... It's like Detroit round here, and it...
No!
Nico? We...
You're right. He is.
Nico? I knew that Nico would be... There was depth. That... I thought about putting it through... Picking the lock. Climbing drain pipes. I wouldn't have been able to break the chain or the padlock. I wouldn't have been able to break the chain. The nail clip. I decided to give it a...
For crying out loud, will you leave my van alone?
Sorry, just need a quick word, Mr. Hobbs. Afternoon, Mr. Hobbs.
About blooming time. I'm on a deadline. You better come up.
About time you two showed up.
Hello, Mr. Hobbs. I was just wondering if...
Can it, Goldilocks? I don't have time for chit-chat. Just get undressed behind that screen.
Undressed?
That was the deal. An extra 20 quid because I need you with your kit off.
The studio was freezing.
And as for you, darling, no need to get undressed. I've got a vivid imagination, so I'll just use that. Either way, just go sit over there on that rug and give me your best Belle Epoque floozy. That's perfect. Just hold it there.
Nico made for a good distraction. I didn't want to play. Those days are long, but I wondered who it did belong to. Wow, an old Bofson Wang stereo. Hobbs seemed to have a thing for 70s psychedelic jams. A record was... I turned the volume up a few... I wasn't going to mess around with that wiring. I wasn't going to mess around with that wiring.
Hey! Leave that. The heating gobbles up all the power.
Sorry. I turned the thing. It was locked. I didn't need to... I had no need. A variety of...
My.
Lady Piermont. Oh, my. You're...
Naked? Of course. As an artist's muse, one often finds oneself en pelotas. Now, George, don't be shy.
That day was the day the nightmares had begun. Trapped, smothered, choking on the avenue.
George, darling, pass me my robe. It's terribly cold in here.
Oi! What are you doing with a blooming robe on? God help me, but you're supposed to be naked. I've got a deadline to meet.
Well, you won't be meeting any deadlines with manners like that. And besides, it's freezing in here.
Lady Piermont and I had met before. She was larger than life, in every way. Lady P...
Oh, George, be a darling.
I'll see what I can do.
George...
So how are we going to peek...
Perhaps you
Lady Piermont?
Who said anything about... No.
Hey! A variety... How about a top-up, Miss... Oh, I wasn't gonna mess...
George.
Hey! I've told you.
Sorry, but Lady Piermont is cold. I thought...
Look, pal, I know it's brass monkeys in here, but the wife... Her Majesty will just have to...
Lady Piermont, Mr. Hobbs won't let me turn up the heating.
Well, we'll soon see about that.
Oh, crumbs.
If you do not adjust the heating, I shall refuse to cooperate.
Lady Piermont, it's the circuits. They won't take the strain.
In which case, I see no reason for this session to continue.
Whoa, Lady Piermont, let's not be too hasty. I'm sure I can accommodate your needs.
Good.
Oh, go ahead then.
I turned the thermostat. I wondered if the suspicious wiring... I wasn't gonna mess... I didn't need to... I turned the volume up a few notches. A word
For you...
Can you keep a secret? You see, we need to...
Be still, my beating heart.
Do you know anything about...
Oh, is this another of your adventures, George? My heart's a tremor, George.
Maybe, but I'm...
Mum,
How did you come to be working with Mr. Hobbs?
wheresoever a bohemian needs a helping hand, George. And what better way to help than to expose one's flesh to the sensuous brushstrokes of such a talent?
So what have you been up to since our last encounter, Lady Piermont?
Charity work, dear boy.
Oh,
Young men, George. So many have lost their way.
how about a shot?
No. Reminds me of husband number 5. I'm strictly a gin girl. Ice and a slice and a whiff of tonic.
probably would. That's all for now. It was a shaky old elk. Wary of any more light.
Oh, you! Get down from there!
Blowing the power would soon, but the elevator. A word, if I may, Lady Piermont.
For you, George, I'm all ears. How can I help?
Lady Piermont,
How thrilling!
actually,
Oh, is this...
perfect. I'd better. Now was my chance. Hobbs was good, but no way was he going to sketch me. More of Hobbs' sketches. Impressionist sketches. Well, it wasn't La Maledicció, but it did appear to be a study for an element of the painting. There was something different about it. I figured that...
What the heck?
Huh?
Well, that was fun.
So, you're not model?
No, Mr.
Well, you can't be a copper. So what the blazes are you doing in my studio?
We're investigating the theft of one of these sketches.
Well, sure, but what's that got to do with that? I've got nought to do with what happened after that painting left this studio. How was I to know it was going to get Henri killed?
Hang on a second. How do you know Henri's dead?
Look, he and I went back a long way. Le Lézard Bleu was on the ropes, so I got the painting into his exhibition. Nothing like this was supposed to happen.
We're not accusing you of anything, Mr.
I get that, and I'll help you however I can.
How come you needed to make so many...
Restoration's not about throwing a load of paint around. It takes research. The Surf is a complicated painting. A lot of subtext, a lot of symbols.
Why would anyone want to steal La Maledicció?
True, but there is something special about it. There's conviction in every brushstroke. Whoever El Surp was, he had a tale to tell. The symbolism is deeply religious.
We have reason to believe that Madovsky is mixed up in the theft of La Maledicció.
Eh? What would he gain from stealing his own painting?
We have strong evidence that Madovsky is not the real owner.
He'll have a hard time proving that. Medovsky has a full set of provenances for the painting.
Why didn't Madovsky mention him?
Because they're not with him.
And Henri is dead.
So ask his partner.
Lane?
Lane. Look, pal, you're wasting your and you're wasting my time. Go get the provenance from Lane.
But it also puts...
Not my Now, both of you...
And we...
Someone's lying, but who?
Is it the gangster or the old Spaniard?
The painter or the art critic?
I need to head back for Nave's reconstruction.
What about the evidence from Medovsky's house? Will you give it to Nave?
I think I should. And I can put the squeeze on Lane. Ask him about the provenance.
Good. I've got lunch with Ronnie tomorrow. This story is hotting up, and I want to make sure he keeps me on it.
Taxi! Here I was again at the... Inside the gallery, I could see lots of activity. Nave... Through the... It was a... I wasn't gonna... I've always... Hi.
Monsieur.
So, I'll take a coffee.
I don't.
What?
The coffee you did
Well, how
because
is that?
I see it,
Wow.
and it's in my.
You know what? What do you think?
It may.
Your mother?
It was the 60s.
What can you?
I am for it.
Rich T. I did. He wouldn't want to. What do you?
If you wanted to tip me,
Whiskey?
you offer.
I could see Nave and Mu inside. I assumed that they were preparing for the reconstruction. Nico and I had a good...
Sir, I already tried starting it up. I think it's broken.
Nonsense, Mu. This machine has the power of 10 investigators.
But investigate...
You're pessimistic. But have faith. This machine will analyze the scene, compute the data, and the location of the second shooter will be a mystery. One moment.
A marvel indeed, sir. Though at the moment, it is kaput.
Your pessimism has obviously infected the circuitry, Mu. Let me think for a moment.
If I could just...
Shh. Eh bien, Mu, now...
Sir, I have no idea.
Move over, Mu. Now, let me see. Oscillating refraction spectrometer. Check. Now, what can I do? Ah, Monsieur Stobbart, it's only you.
Inspect, I've got some good news and some bad news.
Oh, yes? I shall be the judge of that.
I think I know who the killer is.
Really?
Yep, he's a...
Fascinating. And the good news?
We don't need to do your reconstruction.
You joke with me, Monsieur Stobbart.
It's not a joke. This guy Shears was working for a Russian ex-mobster. It's all part of a highly complex fraud.
Gardeners, KGB, fraud. You are a fantasist, monsieur. And I have no time for fantasy. Now, stand over there and keep out of trouble.
Well, who...
Mademoiselle Collard? Ah, Mu, a clever choice.
Mon Dieu!
Monsieur Stobbart?
Lane. What's the deal with that device?
It's a farce. They've been trying to get it working for hours.
Looks like something out of a 50s sci-fi movie.
It probably is.
What do you think of Nave?
The man is a buffoon. I have better things to do than wait for these idiots to get their forensic whatnot to work. The only silver lining is that Nave seems more annoyed than I am.
I gather you're the man.
For La Malediccio?
I'd like to see it.
So, the problem...
Lane was a... Though it... I needed... What do you think of Moo?
Who?
The policeman with Nave.
I assume he's another idiot.
Why's that?
I believe one can tell a man by the company he keeps.
I'll bear that in mind, Mr. Lane. Okay, thanks.
Yes, yes.
Sir, I think we are ready to fire her up.
Yes, Moo. I was just about to say the same thing. Do it. Moo, what have you done?
Pardon me, sir, but I believe it was you who said...
This is no time.
Mond.
Can I ask...
If you...
What does it do?
Your guess?
So, Bijou...
Yeah.
You've been most...
Do.
Changed your opinion?
Who?
Moo.
Who?
Never mind. Is Nave a good detective, do you think?
He's as good a detective as I am a dancer.
You lied on your...
Do I?
Okay. Inspector Nave... Sure. was better not to try to enter the office again. If I pulled the plug out, I'd just get... I decided to bide my...
Excuse me. Please, miss.
It was pointless trying to get a...
Stubert. Monsieur Stubert.
But I...
This is a...
Okay? I considered making a run for it, but... And it would have been better to play along with Nave and... It was pointless trying... Inspector Nave. What's...
Monsieur Stubert. Then I die.
I'm an...
No, I...
Oh, yeah?
Whatever.
Like us.
What was that, Moo?
I said,
Have you...
La...
You've saw...
Mao that...
Well, I've had a lot...
Oh, yes?
What?
Precisely how many...
Uh...
You prove my point.
You truly...
Oh, I'm...
I was sure if I could just... Can I ask...
If you...
Anything else?
The...
What does it do?
You...
Change... Moo.
Who...
Never mind. Is...
Get...
Okay. Inspector Nave. I know this...
Monsieur Stubert.
We all make mistakes.
What a... Look, I can see from here. Ah.
do you need a...
Very fun. One moment.
That got rid of him. Now is my chance. I was going to have to figure that out quickly. Time to get the show.
See?
I'm not sure.
Precisely. You...
Yes. Sir. No. We have no...
Good God, Moo. Are you suggest...
No, sir.
Me?
Have you ever...
No.
So, not the lead. Nevertheless, here is your chance.
But he looks nothing like the victim, sir.
Oh, damn it, Moo. Must you find problems all the time? Let me think of a way to make this work.
Relying on Nave's problem-solving skills could... I had to find... I'll have a look around.
Yes. Ah, you have arrived at last. Please, make yourselves comfortable. We are just making some last-minute adjustments.
Father Simeon, Nico.
Hi, George.
Welcome to this...
Let me guess. Nave's...
not quite.
But that's great.
Tell me about it.
So what do...
Carry on anyway. And nail Medovsky.
What about Nave?
Ignore him.
And this...
The reconstruction?
Sure.
It...
But we all...
Sure we do.
Quiet, please!
Lane was right. Nave was an idiot. Hello, Father.
Mister,
I'm not...
I'll pray.
If you...
The Lord...
Hey, Nico.
Not...
The best place to find out... Thankfully... Very interesting. I wasn't going to open the... I was fairly sure that... It was a statue. Some of the... Yeah, it was a hookah pipe. Henri's guitar. Poor man with... The phone was... It was a lava lamp. The desk was... And none of it. Henri's... The 1600s... It was a strategically... The window... It was a naked lady. It was... Empty. The desk was... And none of... Some of the... It was... The cat... The CCTV camera... The woman in the picture... On the head... Maybe... I've found Henri's glasses.
Come on, everyone, in.
This process is ridiculous.
God moves in mysterious ways, Father.
Indeed. Shh. I tried to tell Nave.
Didn't he believe you?
His faith is in.
Father? Do you think that...
This was...
You keep talking...
They are a warped branch of Christianity.
I can see how that might trouble the Vatican.
The Vatican?
Last time we met...
Let me explain. I'm a Dominican.
Why?
Because heresy is evil.
Okay.
For 1,000 years we have fought against heresy. Dominicanis, Dominican. You see?
Very...
Now this painting...
Whoa,
because it is filled with Gnostic imagery.
What kind of image?
Evil imagery.
So you...
It trails murder in its wake, Mr. Stobart.
And murder is police.
The Ouroboros...
It is a Gnostic symbol. There are trees illustrated within the Ouroboros. They symbolize knowledge. The painting must be...
Thank you, ladies and... Only please remain in position.
Who are the... Gnostic. They question... Lure the unwary down dark paths of forbidden knowledge, and condemn innocent souls to the fires of damnation.
You mean like a Black Sabbath album?
Vade retro satana.
What's the matter?
It is worse than I thought.
What is?
Not just a...
I wondered if it was something I had said.
I have to get out of here.
Father Simeon.
Don't you understand? The painting is evil. The heretical Gnostics in league with the devil himself.
The devil?
Don't you understand? The Tabula Veritatis.
Well, well, someone is upset. Pressing your witnesses a little too hard.
And you are?
Richard Langham, Interpol, serious art theft. We spoke on the phone, Inspector?
Ah, yes, sir. You didn't say you would be attending my crime scene.
What exactly is this machine, Inspector?
A little invention of mine, Monsieur Langham. It will compute whose blood this is on the floor.
Not to worry, Inspector. Perhaps you could move aside?
Ah, of course.
Pizza box. It looks like your suspect was a Hawaiian.
A Hawaiian?
There is a surf killer.
Sorry, Inspector. I mean, Hawaiian pizza. Your blood stain is a pizza sauce.
Pizza?
Forget the surf shops. Get on to the Italian embassy.
Nah, Inspector, if you don't mind. And in the meantime, perhaps you should Madame Collard. Mr. Stobart, I assume.
Langham said maybe he'd bring a dose of common sense to the case.
So, Inspector Nave brought me up to speed and told me about you guys.
I can guess what he said.
I've been tracking a gang of art thieves for some time, and this looked like a good lead. But Nave is worse than useless. We all are, or at least, I gather you insured the exhibition.
That's right, and we're liable to lose a pack.
Any leads so far?
Maybe. There's a Russian guy called Madovsky who turns out to be the owner of the painting.
Madovsky?
You know him?
Oligarch, oil, art, aluminium. Ex-KGB. Very nasty. Madovsky's dangerous.
For a cop, Langham seemed okay. Trouble with doing deals with cops, there's usually a payback down the line. But I figured that'd be a price worth paying to bring down Madovsky. We found evidence that links Madovsky to the company that installed the security at the gallery.
And one of his men, a guy called Shears, was...
Really?
We also found a letter from someone called Gainan.
Gainan? The name rings a bell?
No, we were in a hurry.
What about the priest?
Ah, the good Father Simeon.
So I gather.
He kept saying La Maledizio was evil.
Perhaps he's right. It certainly caused evil, hasn't it? I'll take leads from anyone, Miss... Let's keep in touch. Coffee's on me, or rather, on Interpol. Miss Collard, Mr. Stober.
So, George, what do you think?
Interesting. He seems to be on top of things.
I agree.
You know, Nico, this could start getting dangerous.
You think Langham's right about Madovsky? I thought he was cute.
He was English, Nico. They're all cute to you.
Hidden depths, too.
Oh, yeah? What about my hidden depths?
You showed me those long ago, Georges. Well, I'm off home to write up the story so far. You?
I have to see a woman about a dog. A stuffed dog, that is.
You're talking riddles again, Georges.
I need to pay Bijou another visit. She's not been completely honest with me. Bijou had told me she didn't have anything to do with the business. But Lane said the opposite. One of them was lying. The door was locked.
Yes?
Bijou, it's George again. The air was heavy with incense and alcohol. Reminded me of the old alma mater. What happened?
Georges, please help me. I am lost. Oh, help me. You must help me.
What's wrong, Bijou?
I can't play our song. I've lost Henri and now our song.
You mean the record? How did it happen?
I stumbled and trod on it by mistake.
What song was it, Bijou?
I'm lost without it. Lost, lost.
lost.
The name of the song, Bijou.
Jasmine. It was our song.
I'll see what I can do. Lane tells me...
Oh dear.
Bijou...
All the papers are in the safe. In the gallery of...
Who sang?
My darling Henri, of course. Get me another one, Jean. Oh.
I felt terrible. Bijou.
Henri? You're not Henri. I'm keeping the key just like Henri asked.
Could I...
Oh,
I couldn't get any sense.
Please help me.
Bijou's favorite record was smashed beyond repair. There was no way it could be fixed. Bijou's favorite... The Bois de Boulogne. I arrived back.
Hey, Bassam. Good to... Gotta say, the new branding's hitting the demographic right between the eyes. Sold it? This is a soft market, George. Look to the margin.
What's your...
Bargain? Look at the store. Something for...
Any other bar?
Got a bag.
Let me guess. Rhinestones?
Got it in one.
I didn't...
Thank you.
I had a close...
Check it out. I've had quite a stock update.
Bobbins and the stock... They looked interesting. A stack of those cards that play music when you open them.
Nice selection.
That's extra.
What are those things?
Oil pump.
There was a stack, but... They looked interesting. A stack of those...
George!
Does one of your cards...
I think that's...
Bassam, certain...
Aha!
How much? Done.
Any other...
Nuts.
Thank you.
Bijou, it's George again. Bijou?
Henri,
How about this card?
how so? Oh, how wonderful! Dance with me, Henri.
Bijou?
Henri?
Is that better?
Yes, I want to dance with Henri.
Can I have...
Henri.
I'd have more luck persuading. Look, Bijou.
Oh, Henri. Just dance with me.
That... That was... Fifi had its little face remind some dog. Stealing a flower from a corpse. I didn't want to mix I found myself at A picture of Henri had pride of place. Bijou used... I didn't want to... My hair was... Time to... Henri had more... I needed a... I decided to clean my... Henri had... I needed a... I daubed some rouge. I looked nothing like... I grabbed a strip. Lots of... Hairbrush. I once painted my toe. Still... How about a little... I looked nothing like a... I wondered if Red was... I looked nothing like... Sorry, Fifi. I'll... getting there. Henri had more. I needed a... With my mouth firm, instant goatee. It was hard to see. I looked more. It was working. I needed to flower. That was all. I added on the jasmine. I had the outfit. I added on there.
Henri, there you...
With pleasure, Cherie.
Oh, Henri, isn't this wonderful? Just like old times.
She got my head in a spin. Listen, babe, do you think
Bijou, darling, I need to save. Better let her sleep. I had the key. And besides, I was surprised to see Father Simeon at the cafe.
George, a moment, if you please.
Is everything all right, Father?
No, my son, not at all. Great evil. That sketch you showed me in the gallery, it showed an image hidden inside the...
Dangerous?
The symbol represents a heresy.
The tablet of truth?
It is a tablet of lie.
Tell me...
It is an artifact. It was smuggled out. In 1209, we wiped out almost all. My order, the Dominicans, but we failed in our primary objective. We presumed it lost, but the painting suggests it is still in Gnostic hands.
So, you're suggesting...
It is obvious now. And the tree it contained symbolized knowledge.
How is La Maledictio?
I believe it contained clues constructed for a Gnostic to solve. If someone were to decrypt the painting and find the Tabula Veritatis, who knows what evil would be unleashed upon the world.
Were the cat...
All that came forward to fight, but like a weed, their roots were deep. They see God as simply the creator of the physical world, and revere Lucifer as the lord of the spiritual realm.
Wow. What's so terrible about this tablet? What does it do?
Like Lucifer himself, the Gnostics could be anywhere. We must talk somewhere more private.
Thank you, Father. That was some story.
Be careful. Guard this knowledge. There are those who would do anything to find the tabula.
Please excuse me. I have to get back to the gallery.
I will remain here and follow you when no one is looking. I have more I must tell you.
I had to get into the gallery and find the provenance. But the gallery looked... The door... The office... It was the tomato sauce from the kitchen. Time to look. I opened the... I wasn't going to open the safe without the... The ring had an inscription. Henri and Bijou forever. I had a feeling the ring would be useful. A note was attached to the front of the document wallet. It read, Chérie, this should do the trick. Your darling Wilfie. Now why would Hobbs be sending romantic little notes to Bijou? That had to be the elusive provenance. It clearly stated that Medovsky was the owner. I had to take a closer look. At first glance, the provenance looked authentic, but something wasn't right. A list of previous owners. A letterhead. It certainly looked the part. A list of previous... A letter. It certainly looked... A list of previous... It certainly looked the part. The sketch was drawn on similar paper to the provenance. The coffee cup stains matched exactly. It was a fake. I had to get out there and...